morning, everyone, and happy Saturday. My name is Callie, and this is another weekend of Clarinets, Cats, and Coffee. Now, the past couple of weeks, we have focused mainly on reeds, with some tips on working on them and how to know when reeds are too old and all of that. So if you're looking for reed stuff, check out the past couple of weeks. Now, today, we're going to get back on our normal routine of getting some music to practice and some inspiration for moving forward in our playing. And I've been following Kristen Denny Chambers on social media for quite a while, and I'm kind of that weird person who will sign up for all these groups and then I don't do anything on them because I tend to become really obsessed, and if I become really obsessed, I'm gonna do it all the time. And so I listen, I read stuff, and I just take in the positive vibes. So I'm one of those people, and I'm sure many of my viewers, you guys are the same way. You just watch my videos, you listen, you don't comment, I never hear from many of you, but I get it. I'm the same kind of way. So anyway, back to this Dr. Kristen Denny Chambers. So I was following her the past couple of years. She started this Facebook group called Etude of the Week, and in the group, she cultivated this just really positive, welcoming, accepting sort of atmosphere in this group where people could just, post videos of themselves playing whatever the etude of the week was, and you could either ask for comments or not, but the whole idea was to just create a very positive sort of vibe and a place where people could connect and just kind of cultivate some positivity, right? So I've said that a million times, but I really mean it. And so I've been very inspired by that in particular and by a lot of her work. And so this year she actually wrote an etude book for the intermediate level clarinetists called Finger Fitness Etudes, and it's part of the Clarinet Playground brand. Now, I love how positive and inclusive her work is, and this is no exception to that. It is so much fun to play, and it's a great etude book to help anybody really of any level get better at their instrument. And so the first thing I want to say about this, the reason why I love this book so much is that yes, they are finger fitness etudes, and we all know what finger fitness exercises and things are all about, right? We're trying to build up the muscle control and the coordination to play certain patterns and things like that. So, we all have a nice collection of very technical things. Now, this has a little bit of that, but the thing I love about it is it takes that very technical aspect of playing clarinet and it forces you, okay, I can't say it forced, but you can't help but play this so musically. There are so many expressive elements just written in all over the place. And at the end of the day, that's what we have to do when we play music. We have to be expressive. We have to emote something. It doesn't matter how hard the passage is. Nobody cares if, you're going from B flat to C and it has to be legato, but it doesn't sound legato, Nobody cares that that's hard, right? So it's our job to make it sound musical and expressive and say something about it. So the thing I love about this is it's full of all of these really tricky little patterns, if you or a student, if you're trying to get used to this sort of pattern going from B to A sharp, for example, this kind of pattern, there's an etude in here for that. There are multiple ones in here for that kind of stuff. If you're trying to get better going over the break, there are etudes for that. Basically, anything you need to practice technically can be found in here, and you get practice doing it in a very musical, expressive way. So one of the etudes I'm going to play for you today is from this book. It's called Daydreamer's Fantasy, and this is one of the etudes that she actually shared with everybody. So if you go to the website, you can actually download the music for this for free. But I highly recommend you just buy this book. She gave me a discount code, all of my viewers a discount code, and I will include that below. The discount is good for 15% off, and it's good for only 2 weeks. So when you go there to download this, please consider just like getting this book. I highly recommend it, and I'm going to be using this in my teaching because it's really fun. So I'm going to go ahead and play this for you in just a second. At the beginning of the etude, you see these patterns written so you can practice them. And lastly, before I play it for you, these are meant to be played on all of the auxiliary instruments, and she even put in a bass clarinet etude book at the very end of this. She took some of the other 38 etudes in here and wrote them out for bass clarinet, where you can actually practice some of the lower range of the instrument. You know, if you have a low C bass, it's really great for that. And there are fingerings in here as well, and then of course our wonderful finger drills that we love, that we find in every clarinet method book. But I love that the first thing you see in this book isn't a finger drill, it's an etude. It's music. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and play this Daydreamer's Fantasy for you guys. I really hope you enjoy it, and I hope you will consider giving these a try. They're a lot of fun. Some of them are actually really challenging, and yeah, enjoy. All right, thank you all so much for watching. Now, really quick before I go, I want to thank my patrons for supporting my channel. You guys are so wonderful and enthusiastic. I want to thank everybody who showed up to my masterclass last weekend. If any of you are interested in taking part in these masterclasses, it's only open to patrons who join the masterclass level, and it's also only open to anybody who takes private lessons with me. The next one, we're probably going to have 5 or 6 people play at, so I'm really excited about that. And last of all, if you're not really interested in masterclass kind of stuff or lessons, you can join the coffee chat level on Patreon, and once a month just hang out, drink coffee with me and some other patrons, and we get to talk about nerdy clarinet stuff and whatever we want, and just kind of connect and have a good time and just, you know, make some new friends. Thank you all so much for watching. If you bought this book, let me know what your favorite one is. Have a wonderful weekend, and as always, happy practicing.